A referendum on British membership of the European Union. But will they allow a vote on this? And the answer is no. To taking the piss. But in September 2010, the Antichrist, his prancing putrescence, the prince of perverts, exalted acronym Pope, is coming to the UK, something that wouldn't have happened 25 years ago. So perhaps we should hope and pray that God will raise up some maniac to shoot the Pope. I hope someone does shoot the Pope. You and I know that lately they've had Obama bin Laden in the Black House, used to be the White House. They've had, who's a wicked man. He hasn't got anything. The man's absolutely, well, he's a vacuum. All he's concerned about is rubbing white people's noses in black culture. At least he opened a memorial to Dr. Martin Luther King the other day. I noticed, and he was delighting in rubbing white people's noses in black culture, which is what they do because white people are predominantly Christian in the United States, and of course the blacks feel they're constantly put down. And feel as though that they are deserved some kind of apology, and that is essentially that white folks give up everything to them so that they can Zimbabweise the United States. And now you've got Barry the closet Muslim in the White House, haven't you? Now I've noticed a campaign to try and press people that Barry is now really a Christian, but apparently I think it's something like a third of, is it 25% or something of Americans think he's a Muslim. So they're starting a disinformation campaign. Of course Barry's a Muslim. He's not a Christian at all. Anyone but a Christian is what they want, and they're bringing back the Pope. Now somebody is organising all this, bringing in the satanic Quranics, the horrid Hindus, bringing back the Pope in Britain, bringing all these wretched immigrants in.
So another one was to raise up the women in the Great Bitch Rebellion, or bitchcraft, commonly known as feminism. One of Satan's tactics, firstly, was to bring in, flood the land with immigrants. Now, initially these were blacks from Africa and the Caribbean into the UK, but then we had Asians and Chinese and all sorts coming into the UK and starting to breed here. How dare you call these pagan savages? They're just like us. Well, they found out they're not like us. They believe for a male to lust after another male and thrust his penis in the other male's rectum for sexual pleasure is love, and that this should be rewarded with buggers' union and bonded dikery. Yes, to the Festival of Life it was called, and he spoke at this church conference thing, the Festival of Life, and you may think, well, what's wrong with that? Take a look. The Festival of Life is actually run by a corrupt black Nigerian immigrants, an insult to Her Majesty's people and Her Majesty's Queen, the Queen, because the state religion in this country is Anglican. But notice Dirty Dave quite happy to be amongst the immigrant pagan savages who are not Christians, and this man who's a pastor. And take a look at this man, this photograph. I give you one guess as to which one is the pastor. African culture loves glory, is not concerned with things like truth and righteousness and fact. And if this man, Mr. Adebayo, is a child of God, I am the Queen of China.